hustle, I dey hustle, not for you, not for you. If I get the property.
All right, good morning, beautiful ladies. And welcome to our last hangout of June. I'm admiring Ashley braiding her own hair because I so can't do that. I can do my girl's hair, but for me, I feel like I am so, I don't even know how to describe it. It just doesn't happen in my own head. And I think it's because I never had long hair growing up. My parents always kept my hair short because I have so much hair. So I never just had a chance to learn how to do it, because my daughter, who has had long hair her whole life, can braid her hair, anyone's hair. So anyway, I am in awe of your ability to braid your own hair. So let's start off the call like that. So for those of you not in our local area, so for Allison and Ashley, you probably don't have much sympathy for us, because right now it's I don't even know. I think it's 105 degrees right now. So we're in a massive heat, which never happens here, not this hot. I was driving in the car yesterday and it said it was 39 degrees. And so that is 110. So it's just, we're all melting here trying, and nobody has air conditioning because we live in Vancouver, which is like Seattle. What do you need air conditioning for? So no worries, MJ. So I just have two things that I wanted to kick off with this morning, and just letting people into this link. The first one is that I did create my own free group, which you're welcome to be in, but you just had to create your own event and invite to your own event. I'm gonna do a welcome introduction post today. There's nobody in there yet, just because I haven't had time to do it, but now today I'm gonna get a bunch of people into the group, and we'll have an introduction post tomorrow, and kind of how the group's gonna work, and then we'll have workouts 3 days in a row with some recipes 3 days in a row, with maybe some fit tips. We'll just hop in live and share a hydration tip or something like that in the group. And then we'll wrap it up so we'll run Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, wrap it up on Friday. And then I will follow up with those people to invite them to 645, which launches on the 6th of July. I'm starting it on the 12th because starting a program on a Tuesday just feels wrong for me. My OCD, I don't know what it is. So I'm gonna wait till the 12th to give it a go. I actually did size this morning, and it was so fun. I have never done the program, and it was so fun. I was like, why have I not done this program? So I think I might do size for that week, and just do size and some weights with Body Beast, but so super duper fun. I absolutely loved it. So that was number one. And number two was just making sure that all of you are checking into the Empower Squad, the mini trainings that are happening throughout the week. So what's happening is Monday through Friday, instead of having an hour-long team call on a Tuesday at 4 o'clock, which is prime summertime beach time and hang out with family time and things like that time. And the other thing with big trainings like that is we get the National Wake Up Call. We have access to the Slay Squad call. There are so many trainings, and what often happens is it turns into what we call shelf help, where it just sits there and you don't do anything with it, right? So you get all of this great information and you don't take it and run with it. So the idea with the shorter trainings is that you can then take them and run with them right away and go do something with them right away. Right, so Christina shared just about power pockets last week, and I noticed Ali commented on it, Andressa commented on it, just how you would fit this. It's not, the business activity tracker is not meant for you to sit down and for an hour and a half, bang everything out at one time. If you want to do that, great, but that's not what it's designed for. It's designed to keep track of what we've done in a day and what we need to do in a day. The other thing that it's designed to do is for us to figure out what it is that's our hardest thing that we do, and most people that's inviting, and do that first. It's called Eat That Frog. There's a book called Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, where you do the things first that you don't want to do. It's exactly what my mom taught me about food when I was growing up. You eat the stuff first that you don't like so you can enjoy the rest of your meal. It's exactly like this business. You do the things first that you don't want to do, and then you can do the rest of it, right? So so make sure that you're hopping in there. So there were some really good ones last week. Christina talked about power pockets. Lena did a really good one on how to get people active with the 3-day, like using the 3-day refresh. Or now, like summertime, you may want to be talking to people about hydrate, because Gatorade is terrible for us. It's not good for you. It's loaded with sugar. We shouldn't be having things that are full of dye, which is what those sport energy drinks are. So why not get people some hydrate, and they can then stay hydrated that way without the sugar and the dyes and the chemicals and those sorts of things, right? So you could get people active with that. And then Clarissa did one on Friday that was about, she really explained how you need to have the long-term vision for this business and figure out what your why is, so that you show up every day. And your why will evolve. Your why when you start is very different than your why a year down the road, 2 years down the road. I'm sure MJ's why is not the same as when she started, right? Because you started way back with Max and Margot on Harp's team. So your why has evolved so much over the years. And so what is that? What is your why? Why are you doing this? Why do you want to commit to showing up every day? For many people in the beginning, this is a journey of self, right? Of finding your confidence, building routine, those sorts of things. I can guarantee you that if you are not consistent with your own journey and showing up and sharing your journey, no one is going to join you, because they're just going to think you're selling them something and you're blowing smoke up their ass, right? So just, I would highly recommend going into the Empower Squad Coach Hub. Make sure you watch those 3 trainings from last week. There are only 3, I think 2 of the people forgot. And that's gonna happen, right? Life happens, and oh, I did one on Monday. I did one on launching 645. That's right, because I remembered at the very last minute that I needed to do it. So those are my 2 tips today. Is if you're going to do something for 645, I would get on it, especially with July 4th right around the corner, because we all know that the Americans check out July 4th. And then just making sure that you catch those videos and really figure out what your why is and your long-term vision for this. Because if you don't have a long-term vision for it, I mean, everyone needs to, right? This is not a business that I now get people. In the past week, I've had 2 people reach out saying, hey, I want to order Shakeology. And I'm like, oh, like that just never happens. And we're 6 years in. So we had to build that connection and trust and consistency with people over the years. So I will stop talking now, and it is your turn to unmute yourselves and ask questions and share. And what's going on for you? What's the plan for the week? Is anyone going to join the free group? I know, Margot, I invited you. You are not allowed to join my free group and just be a fly on the wall, though. That's not okay.
In the last week, I've had 2 people come to me and say that they want to join me.
That's because you're so consistent. Yeah, you're
and
so.
And this chick is like, let's do it together. I'm like, nice. Okay. I didn't even ask you. Okay.
That's amazing. And it's, honestly, Lisa, it's because you've been so consistent. I see your stories. I see the posts evolving. I see you. You're from changing from like 2 months ago when you started to now, where you were too scared to even post anything. So people are, right? So yeah, but you also have to reach out. So that's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations. That must feel so good.
It does. I'm like, finally, we're doing something now. Yeah. Look at this.
Absolutely. Amazing.
I think everything is like time management. It's Reiko. Like you just mentioned about watching the videos, taking an hour and a half, and then also inviting. Inviting takes time too. So,
but that's all part of the business activity tracker. That's why it's there. There's like a timer. You can set the timer. You can set a timer on your phone, and it says invite, connect for this many minutes, invite for this many minutes. That is part of the hour and a half. It's not like it's invite on top of the hour and a half. That's all in the business activity. You have to use the business activity tracker. Have to, especially when you're just starting out to build those routines. I can tell you what I do every day without using the business activity tracker because I've used it so many times. There was like Margot, how long would you say it was? Like 2 years that I would show up with my business activity tracker every Sunday, and I would give myself a score out of 100 to show people how consistent I am with the business activity tracker. You have to use it. Otherwise, you're just winging it, right? And then you could be scrolling your Instagram for an hour and have done nothing. You have to have focused business time, and the business activity tracker is exactly how you do that. Margot,
I feel like
you want to say something?
that's one thing I'm working on, because I've been using a lot more of the tracker. Is I'm like, I can invite. I have no problem inviting, but like, who can I invite if I'm not having any of these combos or having any of these connections? So that's one thing that I'm focusing on. So if you were to see and like, oh, there's no invites happening there, it's because like I can't keep inviting the same people. I have to keep having these conversations and all that stuff. So I'm loving the activity tracker right there for that, because it shows me what more I need to focus on. And then the one thing that I've been running into this month is asking me, you know, about coaching, or asking me about 3-day refresh, or asking me about all these things. And then I'm like, okay, cool. I have all these resources. I have all this value, and I'm answering their questions, you know, without giving away the whole shebang. And then it just like falls through. And then of course it leaves me feeling like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? And it leaves me feeling depleted and like I'm doing something wrong, you know? And it's like, no, it's like you say, it's not a no, it's just like a not right now thing. And I just have to like keep the morale high, and like, it's okay. I'm just going to keep showing up. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm still going to like check in with them, see how they're doing and stuff. So it's like, I've been trying to focus more on owning up my end of what I want to see in this business and what I have to give and what value there is there, you know, and just, you know, not take it as like, oh my gosh, like, why are you not doing this? This is like so awesome. But like, I get it. It's cool. It's probably not your thing right now. Or, you know, a lot of times they'll say like, oh, I have like my own stuff. It's fine. You know, thanks for the info. And it's just like, okay, like,
I think so if I'm going to tweak what you said just a bit, because I totally understand, and everyone goes through that, right? So what I've always done is, what can I do different? So it's not that I failed, it's that how can I present this differently? And I do that with everything. I do that when coaches quit. I do that when clients go missing. I do that with you know, conversations that just kind of tank. Where did I not go wrong, but where did it go sideways? And what could I have brought to the table differently? Because this business is all about personal growth. And I think that one of the things I was talking to Maxine about yesterday was like, I don't share the business opportunity enough, for the simple reason of it making me a more confident, comfortable in my own body human being. Yeah, of course I'm building it for like the future benefit of retirement and the income and the, you know, all of those. I'm building it for those reasons, but the gifts it's given me in that sense of my life, I don't share enough, and I know I don't. And I know there's so many other Tamaras out there that would benefit from that. So what am I missing out on when I'm talking to people about it? Because I think sometimes people think, well, all you do is work. Like, if that's all you do, like, how is that good for you? But if that work is what gives me energy to get through my work day and gives me like the ability to stay positive with my kids and not lose my shit on them, you know, like those sorts of things, like it's been such a gift in that way, right? So I need to be able to, so just instead of what did we do wrong, where did it go sideways, and what could I have shifted in this? Could I have made a little video that explains it? Because when you do a video or even voice memos, people can connect to how much you are bringing to their life. When you're just sending them text, it's really hard to read into that, what value is there. So if you do a little quick video, sometimes I will reply to someone in a video message to say like, you know, whatever it is I need to say, but to give them that human connection, because that's often what is missing in there. I always give, you know, like I think of Emma. When Emma joined, she messaged me on Instagram. I instantly gave her my cell phone number, and we were sending voice memos back and forth to each other. And it was like boom, boom, boom. But I think because she felt connected to me as a real human, because I was like giving her access to me in a different level, if that makes sense.
Well, right. Like there is this girl I've been following for 2 years, and she'd be great. Like she'd be so fabulous on this team. And I've been having private conversations, and I'd send her, you know, personal voice memos and all this stuff. And you know, she has 2 kids. I've been giving her like all that value and that freedom that she'd have, you know, getting really personal with it. And she was just stuck. She was just stuck with what she wanted to do with it. And I said, and I sent her like the webinar, you know, I said, hey, check out this webinar, and like, you know, yada, yada, I'll follow up with you. And I followed up with her, and I don't know exactly where it's going to go from there, but like she responds to voice memos like so great. She loves that because she can hear the inflection and all this stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just at the end of the day, you know, she's going to do what she wants to do. And, you know, I think
in that, like just in that specific example, I would do something like what Clarissa's doing with clients, and bring them onto a workout and talk to them about how other moms are on the workout, right? And their kids are there, and their kids are crawling on them or interfering their workouts or whatever it is, just so that she can see that she's not going to be the anomaly in that picture, right? That you have to start somewhere, and your kids should be part of your healthy journey. Like I'm sure Allison is the same, Andressa's the same, like Crystal's the same, like they have younger kids. So it's they have to be part of it. Otherwise they just feel like there's this mom guilt about like ditching them almost. And then there's this mom guilt of, yeah, I don't know. So of taking time away from them and those sorts of things. Whereas if you give her the chance to see how she could be supported, it's, yeah, that would be pretty cool to have her on the workout.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to kind of keep following up with her and just see where she's at. And
I really recommend, like, if you have people that you're talking to and you can't work out at the time that they can, put it in the freshman free to be chat and say, like, I have someone who needs to work out at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is there anyone that could work out with them? I can't do that time, to like connect with the community, right? Because there will be someone, right?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'll remember that.
Right? So just even offer that, like find out what their best time to work out is. And if you can't make it that time, like reach out, and anyone in the team will help support. You know, if it's 6:30, Margot will be like, sure, I'll chat with the person in the morning. So.
Awesome.
Ashley, have you been, do you have lots of friends on Facebook?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I don't know if you watched my training, but do what I did since the beginning, because it's funny, but Tamara, she was not ready to invite people. She was hiding behind me in that way, and I was hiding behind her in other ways, because I wouldn't have signed up for this business if she didn't sign up with me. So, but at least I started from the beginning. I went from A to Z. And what I was saying in the training that I did on Friday is now, because of the pandemic, it's a really nice way to reconnect with friends. And my message is really, really simple. It's like, hey, so-and-so, how are you? Has been forever. How did you survive 2020? Or how are you surviving 2021? Because it has been like a hell of a year. And people, sometimes they're lonely. They're going to be so happy to get your message. And then when they reply and the convo is going, they're going to say, holy shit, I gained so much weight. It's like, it's everyone that I'm talking. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. And you don't have to do the A to Z in one day. It takes time, but do that. And like, if you did A or you did half of your A's, put in your notes, put in your notebook, and just keep going. Now I've done my A to Z, I think in December through January or maybe February. Now I'm actually going to our Free to Be girls, our followers, and Tamara actually taught me a way to get from A to Z, because before I used to go like, oh, I don't know where I stopped, because it's different from Facebook. So she taught me a way to go from A to Z as well on Instagram. So I'm doing like 16,000 followers sending a message, but over there is different. It's not in the same personal level. I send a message like if they would like to do the Shanti, try the Shanti workout, the dance, because I know people like, if they're like me, they're not gonna start like 6:45. Don't even go there. I would totally try like a dance workout. And then I have a little spiel here that I've been sending, and I was not happy spring anymore, it's happy summer. And over there is like more general message. And if they would like to try the sample workout, but I would go actually to your Facebook, your friends, your connections, A to Z, because you're in the United States, and just do it. How are you? Perfect way to reconnect. Perfect way to reconnect.
Okay.
Anyone else? Margot?
I'm the strong silent type right now. I don't know.
Oh, the McCain French fry kid.
Yes, that's me. I don't know. I've got a million ideas popping around in this noggin after we did our little interview thingy, Tamara. And then I did a little other thing last week, which more of an interview type thing. So I haven't really put it all together, but I'm hoping to launch maybe something starting like September, starting the fall, where we all sort of, whoever wants to, we do a little interview or a little something to show. I think sometimes people, as you're living your life and you're doing fitness, but you also have a life on top of fitness, but we're so sort of focused on trying to get people to join us as a customer or coach. So we're doing fitness. But then if you show sort of who you are, how you became who you are, what challenges you went through, that all of a sudden becomes much, in my opinion, more of an asset to your marketing than strictly, wanted by a challenge pack. You know what I mean? So getting to know people. And I'm not sure, I'm as I say, I'm just wrapping this. I've got a marketing and events head. So I always think about how we can build all of our teams, but together as a team. I was talking to my own little team about this, Crystal and Allie, and we were coming up with some ideas, which I think were pretty good. And it's so easy these days. Good grief. The world has given us, being able to do it from our basement or whatever. So it takes 10 minutes and then you close your laptop and you go back to whatever you were doing in the evening. Like it's not like we're driving down somewhere, standing on a stage, telling our story. It's completely different now. So sorry, I'm just rambling because I'm just trying to think of ways to sort of expand all of our audiences for those who want to.
Yeah, I love it, Margot. I still haven't downloaded the video and put it on YouTube. I feel like last week was just like, it's over, right? It was crazy.
I have one question. Mm-hmm. Okay, so doing Let's Get Up for the second time. If I'm just really interested in mostly like dance, is that possible? I want to show people that this is possible without the extreme weightlifting and exhaustion in that way. So I'm like,
there's so many programs you can do there's no extreme weightlifting. You could do bars, you could do size, you could do you can do 21-day fix, because you don't have to lift heavy. You can use small weights, and everyone should incorporate some weightlifting into their life, especially to build the muscle, right? Because as we get older, it's harder. I think I read when you're between 20 and 50, you can weightlift 2 to 3 times a week, and it will help sustain the muscle that you need for after you're 50. But once you hit 50, if you were to just start weightlifting at 50, you almost have to do 5 or 6 days a week. Whereas if you have incorporated that into your life, you wouldn't have to do it. So I would recommend, I feel like you will get stagnant with Let's Get Up. You'll start noticing that your body won't change as much. because if we just do the same program.
Oh,
over-
I don't want to do it again.
Yeah.
Only
Okay.
gonna do it for the second time and be like, I don't know. I mean, like it's been really fun. I really like the enthusiasm, and
I think
I
you would
felt like
love Morning Meltdown 100. Honestly, the 100 day one, the workouts are 19 to 28 minutes.
They're
And
fun.
some of them,
They're fun,
there's a
Lisa.
DJ,
nice.
and it's a calendar, like a grid of 100 workouts, and you just
Mhm.
start checking them off. You may do
Yeah.
5 one week, you may do 3 the next. Like that's one of my favorite go-tos, and the energy in that one is amazing. And you don't have to.
Nice.
So you can use.
Well,
2
actually,
5 pounds.
yesterday I went and bought weights, so you know I'm actually making my way to the weights. So just like we'll just get there slowly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Cool.
But I think you show them the workouts that bring you joy. If you don't like the program, don't do it. Give it a try.
Oh no, I've loved it all.
Yeah, give it a try for a week, because like Clarissa will say I told her, I was like, I think you should do MBF. I think you would really like it. Day 1, she hated it. Day 2, she hated it. Day 3, she hated it. Day 4, she was like, okay, maybe I can do this now. She loves it, right? So you have to like give it a few days to see if you can do it. With MBF, it's weird because you feel like if you're right-handed, like your left hand feels like really useless because you're like, what is this? And then like you hit yourself with the bod rope and you do all these weird things with it and you get better at it, right? It's good for your brain. So, but show them the ones you like.
I've noticed actually from the first month to the second month, it's very interesting how your brain takes things in and then, actually trying to reverberate it back and things like that. So I'm like, oh, it's quite interesting, but definitely I see the progress and it's just, it's a building thing for sure. So that's awesome.
Absolutely. Is anyone here going to do 6:45? Ashley is, MJ is. Who did we just lose again? I lost somebody. Allison. Yeah. So I'm excited. MJ, when are you starting it?
Okay, well, I'm going to have to rethink my start date because I saw that Carl actually was going to start on July the 19th. I think he's doing some sort of a big group or whatever. Not that I was going to necessarily join that, but the 19th was in my head for some reason. But you're starting the 12th, so I probably will maybe do that, jump on with you and start at the same time because I'm the same. I want to start on a Monday. I like being on the same day. It's like it doesn't work for me otherwise.
Yeah, mentally I'm like, I'm not wrapping my head around that one. So
no. So, but I am looking forward to that, and I am going to start. I think I don't talk about it enough either, so I think I'm going to start promoting that a little bit more and talking about it and stuff. And I'm also super excited because on July the 6th, I find out which body thing I'm going to do. Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
I know, that's so cool. I'm so, grateful that I was chosen to do that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys saw. Yeah, the Amoyla shared a little bit of himself on that stage. Did you guys see that? Oh my God, I'm like, look at this thing. It's going to be incredible.
I saw Autumn with Jen Richardson.
Yeah.
I saw that one, but not the Amoyla one. So
Amoyla, he shows it himself on the stage, and what he says, it's so powerful. He's like, this is the future, right? Like I'm not ever going back to traditional gyms and anything like that. And the way that they have the people on the screens, are like they can pull you up bigger or you get small. Like it's really cool. So I think it's gonna be So I find out which
it'll make us like work harder.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to be on the screen, right? You'll be
like,
I want to be there.
Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, what if he pulls me up, or whatever. So you're definitely paying more attention, I think, to your form and to your, it's like anything. It's just like now this virtual gym that we have, and I haven't participated yet, but I will. And I think that's the same thing, right? It gives you that little push to do better, pick up heavier weights, just keep going a little bit longer or whatever it is that pushes you past that little zone, right? And I think it's great. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
One of the
quick question.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything more about? They had mentioned something about like a preferred customer that I haven't heard anything.
I think it's in the fall now because it was supposed to be May, and I was still talking about it, and then I think it was Max that said it got changed, and
I'm waiting on that one because I think that's going to be huge too for people.
For preferred customers for sure. So
yeah.
So one thing I just thought of when MJ, when you said July 19th, I bet you he's starting July 19th, and we may all want to start July 19th if we're going to do it, because that will be the Monday after Summit. So Summit is happening that week. So maybe we can generate lots more excitement through our Summit photos and our, you know, all that stuff.
That's a really good
idea. To launch into the July. Told you I have a marketing and events background.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, and it's going to be hard Summit week because there are going to be all of the
other workouts
with the trainers. So
yeah, and we want to do that. Great idea, Margot. You are the best.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
You are the best.
I'm glad you guys hired me for your marketing team. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, well, we pay you the big bucks, don't we?
Yeah, you're expensive though.
Yeah. Okay, 19th it is then.
Yes. Okay, good. So I'm doing MBF right now too, Clarissa. So I'm finished week 1. I forgot how much of a beast that is, and I did the work. You know, like it's so crazy that it doesn't matter what you've accomplished before; it's still freaking hard.
No, I you know, like I feel that like every week I can see like really like so changing my abs, and I had cellulite and rolls before. For me, the only solution was liposuction, because you know, Brazilian mentality.
Yeah, it's a great program.
Well, speaking of that, this will be like my first Imola program I've ever done, because the work just, it's the work. It kind of terrifies me, and that's like,
I was never going to do
it. Now that we're starting on July 19th, would it make sense to kind of do like the prep, even though it has nothing to do with 645, but it's still like the trainer, like I don't know, like, because I'm trying to think
and honestly, I've had MJ, did you do 4 weeks of the prep?
I did. Yeah.
But I've heard that it doesn't really prepare you for 6 weeks of the work.
Okay, I didn't think so. So
yeah, I mean, I think that it gives you an idea of what to expect, but the work is a completely different animal.
Yeah,
but I think that anybody that's going to do the work, I think should do the prep. I think there's a reason for that, you know. But for 645, he's dialing it back, right? So that it's not as intense as the work jumping into, or even the prep maybe, because he's going to work us into it a little more slowly, I think, right? So I think that you could jump into that without, you know, the prep or the work, and you're going to love him. He's
what I think I'm going to do is like just maybe next week do, not next week, the week of the 5th to the whatever it is, do a little obsessed, or do size and body beast. But then I'll work in some of the 645 sample workouts. And then the week of Summit, I'll do like the 645 workouts with the trainers, and that like the 645 sample workout, and then jump in on the 19th. So we did the 4 weeks of the prep in the sample workout in the last webinar in June. And it was great. He talks about like the different blocks of what you're going to work on. Like there's the push, there's the pull, there's the one where you hold, I forget what it's called. Those isometrics. Yeah. So he talks about all of those components of it. I'm just really excited because his range and repair is the only thing that's ever got me ready for the week ahead.
Yeah, and that's what I love that he's working into 645 is that warm up, because and MBF is one of those ones too. There's not a lot of time. I mean, she's probably better than even some of them. There's not a lot of time for warming up quite often in the programs, right? Or cooling down. And they tell you if you need more, do it on your own, which is fine. But I love that that he's a trainer of athletes. It's so important, right? And so I love that, because Carl talked to him about that. He's like, but am I going to get annoyed that I'm spending 15 minutes every time to start to warm up? And he's like, well, no, because it's function and mobility and all that stuff that you need, right? So I love that he's working that into each and every day. And that's why it's 45 minutes. It's not 45 minutes of,
go
craziness, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I love that idea.
Yeah, me too.
speaking of being a trainer of athletes, that's a good one, MJ. So a lot of you that are moms with younger kids who play hockey or play football or play soccer or play baseball or whatever, it is a really good training for them to off ice training. That's something to think about anyways, because if you're talking to a mom who's considering buying a kit or whatever, make sure that you mention that the workouts can be done by their sons or their daughters who are training to get back into their sports in the fall. It is I know my son TJ did a lot of off ice training as a goalie. And so anyway, that's another, I mean, that's the whole thing about this too, is that people, when you're offering up a challenge pack for $160 or in US or 186 here in Canada, it's like it can be used by the whole freaking family. My family is now starting to use a little bit of this and that. And what a good deal. Like you can't go to the local gym here and say, okay, this is my family of 4. We'd like 1 membership, please, and we'd all like to attend. You can't do that. So it's the cheapest, easiest, most convenient way to work out, and your whole family can do it, and you can double whammy train your kids for their sports.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Because like Amoila shared a clip on his Instagram of him training. He's like from the Clippers, a basketball player, and he was training him in the gym and like getting really hard on him and like showing his performance and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, I need to like share that, show that like, hey, like it's performance based if you want to get better, you know, with your warm-ups and your cool downs and like all that stuff. So I'm really glad he brought that up, because it really does have to do with a lot sports and, you know, recovery and all that stuff. So
well, and imagine too when body launches, you know, when your kids just want to work out like 1 or 2 days a week, they can just sign up with your account. Like, yeah, I'm sure my kids are going to enjoy that more than let's do a program from start to finish. They can just like do a workout with one of the trainers that they like. So
that would be unbelievably awesome if at some point over the time that they launch it, maybe not right at the beginning because they'll just get used to it, but they did do like one kids day or something where the 12-year-olds to 15-year-olds can hop on and do it with Amwalia, or what, I can't never pronounce his name right. But anyways, somebody like that, or Joel, or somebody like a guy who is training them off ice training or whatever. And all these kids from all over the US, the UK, Canada are on the screen, you know, that'd be super cool. Mums and dads would be all over that.
All over that. For sure.
All over that.
Yeah.
And sorry, but it's 6:45 like more weight training?
It'll be everything. He does everything. He does cardio, weights. Yeah, it'll be everything. I would honestly recommend when you go 2 things today. Number 1, go print off your business activity tracker. If you're a paper and pen person, then just print off copies and check it off. You don't have to do the digital one. And number 2, everyone should log into their coach office and check out all of the 645 shareable media, because there's little videos that you can share in your social. There's pictures, there's information for us on how to launch it. Like everything is there for us. They put it in. So you go to your coach office, you log in, and you go to Grow My Business, and it's shareable media that you want to go to and check out there'll be a button, like a icon kind of thing for 645, and look at all of the stuff that's there.
So if someone is like a beginner in fitness, I'm the type of person that I kind of go around their way of their level in their fitness. Maybe I might find 645 might be too hard for them, no?
I don't think so. I think 9-week control freak would be too hard for them, but I think 645 is built for anyone.
Anyone? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
then, with the BODI one that's coming in September, do we use the one now, or did it transition?
No, body is just going to be something different that's added on. So it will be in your Nutrition Plus membership. So the $20 that you pay for the Nutrition Plus will give you access to body. You'll have to sign up for classes like you will, because they'll only have space for, I don't know how many, but you'll have to register for the classes ahead of time from your account, is my understanding. And you would just pick who you're you know, maybe you want to work out with Jericho that day, and then 2 days later you want to work out with Joel, and then you want an autumn workout, and then you want a Moila workout, and you pick it. So it's like having a virtual workout with a trainer, but at home.
You still have the what is it, the Fit Club workout? It's
Well, you wouldn't be able to with that, I don't think, unless you're going to split your screen on your computer or have two different going. I'm sure you can sign in and do it, because
but you still have that one, and then body and body group,
the
right?
Fit Club link is everyone just doing their own workouts anyway.
Okay.
Right? So you would
That's
still log
added
on to that link, the Zoom link. It's not going to be through Zoom. It's going to be through the app. Like they're not going to run the body workouts through Zoom. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they do, then no, you wouldn't be able to do both, but I don't see them using Zoom as their platform. Does anyone else see them using Zoom? I don't.
It's got to be something else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, imagine like last year when we went from 1 million subscribers to 2.5 because of COVID. Imagine the platform of Zoom would never be able to handle all that.
No.
If 2 million decided to do, right?
Well, no, that's why you're going to have to sign up. Like, I think there will be a maximum, but I just don't know the platform that they're using for.
Yeah, it'll be curious to know. Like, I know that there's a maximum of people that would have like a square, whatever, like right. But I don't know that they can limit. Well, I guess they have to be able to limit some, but it's going to be a big number because you can still sign on, but nobody's going to see you. You're still going to do the live workout and everything like that, but you may not be on the stage or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 100 people to get the spot or whatever, first 100 or whatever it is, and then after that you're still on, but you don't have a video thing going.
Right.
So I don't. Yeah, I mean they have to have the availability for a lot of people to jump on, right?
Yeah.
So because can you imagine you signed up and you can't go? Oh, this is full. It's full. Like. So
no, I
I'm
don't
sure,
think that's gonna happen, Mary Jo. It's like you said, either. It's just like the spots to be on the screen, and I kind of don't care about the screen.
No, if you get a spot, you get a spot. If you don't, who cares?
Yeah.
You're still participating.
It's still there.
Yeah.
I want a spot on the screen.
I know. I want a spot on the screen. So you have to just.
I'm like, sign me up for a spot on the screen. It'll make me work harder.
I had a question about cookies and cream one. I'm so excited to order it for the June subscription, but I'm having a hard time, like, because it was my Shakeology was an add-on, so I was trying to change the flavor, but it wouldn't let me.
But an add-on's only a one-time order.
Oh.
Yeah. So an add-on isn't on subscription.
Because I had Hydrate as well.
What's on subscription though?
Hydrate.
Yeah. So then you would have to add on cookies and cream because you don't have a subscription for Shakeology. My Shakeology is on subscription, so when I logged in, it just said manage flavor. I changed my flavor. It's changed.
Yeah,
but because you added your Shakeology on, so you'll have to add it on or add another subscription. If you're gonna get
I had vanilla. I had Hydrate as a subscription, and I had Shakeology vanilla
as your add-on.
And I was going to change it, but didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't because that's only a one-time order.
Okay.
An add-on is one time. They're going to add it on to that order for one shot, and that's it. So it's not subscription. But
I can just wait until July then.
If you're going to get 645, I recommend getting a completion pack with Shakeology, and then just get it then, and then you can turn that subscription off and manage it that way. I am going to get a 645 completion pack because I want the bands. And I want the packets of cookies and creamy. For mine, I got the bag, but I want the packets so that I can give out some samples. And I want Orange Recover. So those are the things that I will put in my 645 completion pack. Okay, so completion pack for those of you that it's if you have bought already. My bought I renewed in December, so it doesn't make sense for me to cancel and get a challenge pack. I'm just going to do a completion pack so I can have access to the program and get the supplement.
What was the last thing on what you just said of the list of things of why you're going to get the completion pack? You said the Shakeology packets, the bands. What was the last
I'll add on some Orange Recover.
Oh, okay. I heard the word orange and I was like, what did she just say?
Yeah, because it's only been in Canada now since May, I think.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And it's good?
Have you ever had an orange creamsicle?
Yeah.
It's apparently tastes like that.
Oh, okay. When I saw that flavor was coming out, I was like, that sounds weird. Okay, good to know.
It's definitely one of the faves. People really like it.
Oh, good. Good
So,
to know.
Yeah, but we haven't had it here forever. And they never had it at Summit. It was never a flavor in the core at the shops. So
Okay, I have one thing. What happens if you really don't like the little, sorry, your dry scoop? What if you don't
dry
like that
scoop.
stuff?
I hate
Oh,
it,
that was
Lisa.
terrible. I was like,
Don't dry
Ugh.
scoop. Put it in
Yeah,
water
I
with ice
hate
and
it.
drink it.
I tried to do it and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how she puts that stuff in her mouth.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Lisa.
good.
Yeah, most
Glad to
people don't
know.
like it. So just put it in water with some ice and drink it.
Yes.
Yeah, the dry scoop is
I
definitely
can
an
dry
acquired
scoop that
taste.
stuff, no problem.
Well,
What?
I get the whole point of no water while you're exercising. So all of a sudden, you're not like, oh my gosh, pause, I have to go to the bathroom. And I don't even have children. Uh-oh.
Actually,
So,
you dry scoop, don't you? No,
good
you
to
don't.
know.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Me too, if I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, because I work out so early, I want it in and working in right away. I don't want to wait 20 minutes for it to kick in.
Yeah, or if there's like a workout I'm not looking forward to, but I have to do it, I'm like, okay, I gotta get this in my system and I gotta get it done and I gotta go.
Yeah.
That's how I do it.
Good to know.
All right, ladies.
Should we take a
Let's
picture?
do a picture. It's always weird for me when I'm outside because I get this weird shadow of me.
Today I couldn't put my uniform because it's too hot to wear my long sleeves, so it's tank top day. I mean sports bra day.
Yay. All right. Thank you, beautiful.
I have a quick question.
Okay.
Tamara.
Yeah.
So when I sign up on the 2nd, would it be better for me, because I order all the things like Shakeology, Recover, Energize, Greens, and Focused Energize. So I'll have 2 controllables. I'm just going to sign up one to start. Would it be better to have my Shakeology on my controllable or underneath me?
Underneath you, so you can make more money.
So order as me for the Shakeology and then have Energize and Recover underneath my controllable?
Is that like your
whatever
mom's
is
account?
higher volume?
Yeah, I
Whatever
have
is
my
higher
mom's and my
volume.
hubby's.
So are
Okay,
they above
so-
you?
They're nowhere yet. They're going to be underneath me.
They're going to be underneath you. Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause I'll sign
Okay.
up, and then I'll sign up probably my mom right away, and then my hubby, well, whenever I get paid the next week.
Okay, if you don't know placement, talk to me. Okay, send my message. Whatever is higher volume, put under your husband, because then you have more volume to cash one Team Cycle bonus already on your account. So if Shakeology is higher, you're gonna put Shakeology there. So I need to I need to kind of Google that. I don't know by heart.
Okay.
But whatever is higher volume, it stay there, okay?
Yeah, so what I would do, looking at whatever legs they're on, right, is you make sure yours has 50 PV, and then your husband would have the Shakeology, your weak leg should have the Shakeology, and then your stronger leg would have the greens and the focused energy.
Just whatever equals 50.
Yeah.
So I don't need to have 100 PV until I'm diamond, right?
Right.
I have 50.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was
even with
racking my
that-
brain because I don't even know what to order either, because I have everything.
Okay.
I hear ya.
Except for, I think I'm seeing Mez Demaz, you get or however you say that, you get a mat. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'll do the program, but I always need a new mat. So I don't know.
I heard
So,
that running
Crystal, have you?
is really awesome.
Sorry.
From,
I gotta go. See you tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
from 30 Day
Yeah.
Breakaway.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
is. I've got it.
Yeah.
It's good for carrying your anything. It's nice
And
and
it's
flat, but
waterproof.
it's also reflective. Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
might be one that you want to look at. So
Yeah, and I think the only other one that I don't have is what do you call it? The one with the little colored tiles on the ground.
Shift Shop.
Shift shop.
Chip shop, yeah. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but maybe my hubby will. I don't know.
That's a fun one to do with kids, though. I did it with my
Yeah.
son when it came out, and it was really fun.
How about 3-day refresh? Challenge
Yeah,
pack.
I think for myself, I will probably, or I don't know. Whoever I
So
put,
one
whoever
thing-
I put the Shakeology under, I'll get the 3-day refresh to go with it.
Perfect. Okay.
One thing, maybe think about now, because I've been ordering packets instead of a tub of the Energize, and I gave 2 packets when we went out to an event at Christina's last year. At the front door, she had little water bottles with a packet of Energize wrapped with a hair tie around the water bottle, and it was a really cute little idea. And I really do want to do that more. So maybe think of marketing for your order, like think of, and keep that receipt, because I think you're allowed to.
That's kind of what I have going
I know
on
you've
with
got
this
that.
is I have like a
true.
decal and then Energize and then a shaker, and then I'm gonna launch a little thing and sell these. So yeah, it's a good idea to get the packages, because you can write them off if you get it in packages for samples.
Yes,
right?
and Crystal, a friend of mine came here and she actually tried the Energize, and I gave her like lots of samples. Oh my goodness, she signed up as a customer. She got the Energize, said, I'm gonna keep this on subscription. And now she went yesterday, she signed up as a coach by herself because she brought a friend loved it. And she said, I need to make the share a card. So I became a coach. How do I do the share card?
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, when I go to sign up, if I have any questions, I'll throw them at you, Clarissa.
Yeah, for sure. Send them on my way.
Also, Crystal, have you tried the orange recover?
No, but I like chocolate.
Yeah,
maybe I'll try it.
Okay.
Maybe one time I'll grab it. Yeah.
It's really good. I didn't order it, but Kim did as soon as it came out, and she gave me a couple to try. And it's very, I can't, like, even on a smoking hot day like this, it's just very, very refreshing.
Yeah.
And especially after you've done your workout, which is when you're supposed to drink it, it just is very, it is like a creamsicle. It's like going out to the ice cream truck and grabbing a creamsicle.
Crush ice and stuff
Yeah.
in it too. Would be good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really good.
Maybe some vodka.
It is whey though, it's not vegan, but still it's really good.
Okay, beautiful ladies, have a beautiful hot day.
Yes. Stay cool. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.